Hey, what's going on, my friend? Justin Temple here with a quick video on how the elites use the illusion of free will to trap you in the matrix and siphon your soul energy. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you how to actually break the matrix and create a brand new reality for yourself. So what I did is I sent this email out to you, and this email sent you to my website. And I want to talk about this because I wanted to use this as the starting point of what I wanted to explain. So if you haven't noticed by now, everything is rigged. At the very top, there is always 7 or 8 people that run the whole thing. For example, the image below shows that all the food in your supermarkets are owned by 10 companies, right? So most of the soft drinks are owned by one company. Most of the cereals are owned by one. Most of the candy is owned by one. So there are a few that have their own unique things, but most things are owned by a handful of companies, right? And then, so you think you have the choice of all of these things, but really you only have the choice between these 10 companies, right? So the truth about the matrix is that the matrix can only work when you accept the illusion of choice. And the flaw in the first matrix was that it was bound by perfection and everything was the same or zen or boring, like a Garden of Eden, like everything was just fine. And so that led humans to want to break free and want to do something, want to experience more. And that's also like the first creation story where like there's the noon, and then the serpent comes in, and then the children separate, and then Osiris sees that his children go away and then eventually come back to him, and it's just this it's a age old creation story of creation. And so the Matrix also follows that. And so the third Matrix was us. And if you watch the newest Matrix movie, this is explained. Okay, this is explained to us. So the first Matrix was the perfect Eden. The second Matrix was another failure, and then the third Matrix is us, where we have the illusion of free will, and the Oracle created the illusion of free will. So that is what has solidified and been able to maintain the Matrix, is by right here. So as long as we think we have chosen our life, we are happy enough, or we're happy enough, though in fact both choices were going to lead to the same result. Okay, so if you think that you have the choice to determine what your life is, you'll be okay with the simulation in the Matrix, right? Because you get to choose. However, what if, no matter what you chose, it was always the same result? And so another example of this is the political system. Sure, there are sides, but the truth is that the politicians want you to think you have a choice, when in fact, they do crooked deals on both sides and line their pockets no matter what side they are on. And they never solve the issues. They keep spinning the issues, never getting anything solved. There should already be a wall. There should already be things that done, but they're not. They just keep circling the issues, and they just want to use you for your votes. And that is what the elites use on you, is the illusion of choice. So while you are thinking that you are choosing what you want, little do you know, everyone has already decided the outcome for you. Like when an artist signs a record deal, okay? And this is talked about, so let's say Young Jay has a deal, but they all pre-planned everything to steal the rights to his music and his name. And Dave Chappelle talks about this on stage and stuff. Like, they'll take your name in perpetuity or whatever, which means anything you make or anything you have or anything you are, they own. And so it's like choosing cereal versus Pop-Tarts for breakfast. I'm pretty sure they're both garbage for your body, and you should only eat plant-based foods because our teeth are flat like an herbivore. So nothing is your choice. It's all rigged. So how do you escape the matrix of illusion? It's simple. You create your own matrix without choice. So remember the first matrix that I talked about, that it was so perfect that people just wanted to break out of it because there was nothing to do. There was no war, no fighting, no arguing, no new ideas. Everything was just perfect the way it was. Now, that was the first one. However, we need to go back to the first one as an individual. So you have to create your own matrix that you want to live in, right? So that's the secret, is you create your own matrix without choice. So we have been given the illusion of free choice. However, we know that that's not true, right? We can choose these foods or these political parties or these musics or whatever, and it's all the same. It's whether you listen to this rapper or that rapper or this artist or that artist, it's all saying the same negative, evil messages to our children and stuff like that. So it doesn't really matter what you choose. So what you have to do is create your own matrix. And you have to create one that you are okay with everything being the same. And what I mean by that is, here's an example. Let's say every day you wake up, eat healthy, work out, focus on your goals, and never give up on yourself, right? Let's say you give yourself no choice. You did this every day without fail. Well, this is a simulation that you create to move yourself into a better you and a better world. You can create your own illusions which transfer into material which we experience. So you're going to slow the vibrational thought into the material world. And yes, this is true. So imagine if you stopped making choices, but rather stuck to a strict discipline that would raise your frequency and attract more abundance in your life. So we want this freedom of choice, and that's what keeps us in the matrix. We want to think that we are doing things by our design, by our ego, by our choice, by our wants, or by our intelligence of what we think would be right or just or would feel good for everyone. But in reality, it doesn't matter. None of it matters. It's all the same. Just give it enough time and things will, like, it. No matter how much you bend the pipe, or no matter how much you try to kink this hose or whatever, whenever you turn it on, it just straightens out and water comes out. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how you mess with it. It's just going to do what it does. And so that's what the matrix is it's just going to do what it does. It's going to do what it's programmed to do. So what you have to do is create your own. Okay, create your own. So imagine, okay, I already read that. But then that can only be done when you stop listening to the illusion of choice. There is one way up the mountain, up, and that's it. Stop thinking you have a choice to go on this path or that path. It all leads to the same result. Don't you get it? So let me explain a little bit more about this. All right. Let me go to this page right here. So you want to create your own matrix of self-discipline, because that will allow you to create a new reality. Okay? So if you wanted to work out and be healthier, well, then you would do that every day without fail, right? And if you do that every day without fail, you will be in a few months, you'll be in a new body, a new self, someone that is totally different than who you were when you made the decision. And so that's what you need to do is figure out what you want. Figure out what makes your body and your soul feel good and healthy and happy and fulfilled, and stick to that path. Don't do what you want. Don't do what makes you feel good, like like egotistical wise. Like, for example, a lot of people like to smoke cigarettes or drink, energy drinks or whatever. Like, that makes you feel good, but you shouldn't be doing that, right? So it's the choice of free will, that makes you ignorant, because there's only one way to do something. There is no choice. There is no, like, in the ultimate knowledge and the ultimate skill, like a master, like think of a kung fu master, or like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu master, right? Do you have free will in what you choose to learn from them? No. There's one way, and that's it. And they might be rough on you. They might be soft on you. They might really hurt you. Or they might be a really, slow, not slow, but soft school. So they don't, hurt each other as much. There's different ways to do things. You can be more intense on your students. You can be less intense. You can be more personable. You can be less personable. You can have disciples that help your students rather than you helping it. So you can do all sorts of things. But when you go to the master, it's one path. It is the yellow brick road of Wizard of Oz. It is the only path to get through the darkness. Your life is like the Wizard of Oz. It is exactly the same. It is a yellow brick road that you must walk on and stay on. And it is the path to the Emerald City. I can't believe I remembered that. It's the Emerald City, right? And I used to watch that movie every year with my mom. It would run every year on a certain time or something. We'd always watch it. But yeah, so that's what your life is like, is this perfect road. And people don't understand that you need to stay on that road regardless of what you're doing. Okay? Regardless of who you meet, regardless of who comes along on your path, you have to go ahead and stay true to the path. And that is what the Wizard of Oz is really meaning. Because if you stay on the path, you'll eventually reach the Halls of Amenti, the Emerald City, the Temple of the Gods, right? And what you'll realize is that it's actually just you. You're the one that did it, right? There's no one at the end that is commanding you to come to the Emerald City or walk the path. There's no one forcing you. There's no one making you have to do anything. It's just you. It's just you screwing your life up and not staying true to the path that you need to. The Temple of Solomon or the Yellow Brick Road, So focus on creating a path, a yellow brick road that you want, okay? A daily routine that you want. When you wake up, what are the first 5 things that you want to do every day when you wake up? Every day when you wake up, you should shower, eat, exercise, and then make a video, email your list if you're doing marketing and stuff, right? If you want to focus more on health and spiritual stuff, you could have meditation be one of them, and yoga or something like that. But you want to create a disciplined reality for yourself. A disciplined reality where you remove free choice. Because if you remove free choice, you will escape the current matrix. And then what you do is you create something that you want, which will allow you to be happy and fulfilled. And you're creating your own matrix. Your own. And the matrix is fine, as long as you can create one, right? You can master it. You are the one. So that's all I want to talk about in this video. Thanks for watching. Just kind of making some weird topic videos, but tying it back into business and how you can actually apply this in your life. So check out the link down below. I appreciate you watching. Click to the button down below. Get started on my team, and I would love to help you make money from home. Alright, my friend, I'll come out with another video on some esoteric topic tomorrow. Have a good